Hi, my name is Prabhat, and today I'm going to show you how to make a very uh, nice Python project. So let me show you first of all the simpler version of it. So you can see that there is a bunch of code, and let me just show you how what it does when you will run it. So you can see that a window pops up with a picture of a teddy bear. This teddy bear is made by me by using Paint app, and whenever you will click, you can see also that the cursor has changed whenever I will hover over this picture. So whenever I click on this picture, you can see that there are some numbers that is going to be printed over here. So these numbers are nothing but the number of times you have clicked on this image. So I have clicked 17 times over this image, and if I click once more, then you can see that it is 18, then 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So this is how it this program will do. And also you can see that the some numbers were going to be printed over here. These are nothing but x and y coordinates of the program. Let me just run it one more time. So when I will click over somewhere over here, you can see that the values are very less, and if I will click over here in the opposite corner, you can see the value of x and y coordinate both are very high. If I will click over in this corner, you can see that the value of x is very low while the value of y is very high, and if I click over here, you can see that the value of x is very high while the value of y coordinate is very low. So these are nothing but the coordinates of this image. Let me just explain how the what these codes do. So first of all, we are going to import cv2 module, opencv module. uh, to this is going to help us to listen to the mouse event, and then we are going to declare a variable, and we will put the value of it as 0. This is nothing but it keeps the count of how many times you are clicking on the picture. So first of all, it is going to be 0, and then there is a function that is going to be executed every time you will click on this left mouse button. So you can see that we are using cv2 to listen to the event, and this is going to only be true whenever you will click the left mouse button. We are going to make the I as global, and then we also want the x and y coordinates of the image. So we will print that. You can see that we have printed a lot of it, and then we will increase the value of I by 1. So if you will click on one time, then the value of I will become 0 plus 1 1, then again 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, and if you will click 3 times, then the value of I will become 3. And we want to print that value of I on the image. So we will use a font from cv2. So this font, and these are nothing but the properties of that thing that we want to be printed on the picture. So the I we want the value of I to be printed, so we'll first typecast it to a string, and we will print on the picture. This is the font that we want to use. This is nothing but the size, so let me just make it very small. So when I will run, and if I click somewhere, you can see that the size has become very small. And this is the RGB value of the color. So you can see that the red value is very much. Let me make it 0, and just let me make the green value to 255. So if I will run this, I should save it. So when I will run this, you can see that now the color has changed to green. So this is nothing but the color, and these are just the properties of the thing that we want to be printed on the image. And we want that image. uh, this image is nothing but you can see that teddy image. So what does this means? That I have saved an image named as teddy image.png. So you will have to give in the same folder as my python file. So this is just the image, this is just the file name of that image. This is going to show the image whenever I will run this program, and then this line of code is going to call the click event function, that whenever we will click, so that whenever we click on whenever we will click the left mouse button, then something should happen. So let me really quick show you the second advanced part of it. So as you can see from the beginning that we have imported a lot of modules. And so for this, let me show you what it will do. So whenever I will run this, the same thing happens. Windows just pops out with the image, and if you will click on it, you can see that a number is going to be printed over here, and if you will right click on it, then a line will be drawn from the first click, because I clicked the first time over somewhere over here. So if I will right click on it, it is going to make a line which is going to be the maximum distance. So it was at the maximum distance. So if I will again put some more point, and if I will click right mouse button, then this was the farthest, so the line has drawn to this one. If I will make a point over here, then obviously this is going to be making a line from here. So now let me show you the code. So we have imported a lot of module like cv2 for to listen to the mouse events, then math to calculate the maximum distance, then numpy, so that we can also in the same folder you can see that we have two excel file. This is the same folder when I have opened that, but now these things have been saved. So this is x data and this is y data. When you will open it, it is not, it will show you I have clicked 34 times, so you can see that the x coordinate of all the 34 number have been saved in this x data, and all the 34 coordinate value of y have been saved in this data. Let me just delete it, so that whenever I will run it again, it should run without a problem. So we are using numpy to save the data as the csv file, or as the excel file, and we are importing time so that we can also calculate the time of execution whenever we will press the right key. So you can see that maximum distance between 2 points is itna, and the execution time is this second. So whenever I will right click, I click 2-3 times, so you can see that it shows the maximum distance and also the time of execution. So, and after that we have declared a lot of variables, x1 y1 x2 y2, maximum distance a b I is again the counter j, list s, list x, and list y. What are those? List x contains the maximum distance, list x contains the x coordinates of the value, so that we can, when we will be saving these files by using numpy library, uh, so we need a list of all the x coordinates and then the y coordinates, and then the same piece of code, these are the same piece of code from the previous project, just we are declaring everything as a variable over here, and then uh, we are inserting in the, as you can see these lists are empty, so we are inserting the x coordinate of the number after, like the value of I will be 5 if I have clicked 5 times, and it is going to be of 10 if I have clicked 10 times. So at 10 put the value of x at as it is. So you got the point that whenever we will, if like if you want to put at the fifth position, if I want to put some value at fifth position, so it just, this piece of line just says that when I will click the mouse for the fifth time, the value at fifth position will be replaced by the value of x coordinate when I will be clicking for the fifth time, and the same thing goes for the y coordinate as well. And we also want x and y to be printed over here, so you can see that the x coordinate and y coordinates have been printed over here again and again, and this will just calculate the maximum distance. And first of all, you can see that the maximum distance has been set to 0, so that we can, after that we can just compare it. So if the distance, this distance is greater than maximum distance, for the first time it is going to be true, then put the maximum distance as this and put the value of x1 as list, and they are just declaring the values of x1 and y1 and x2 y2. And then also we are going to insert the distance, like the maximum distance in this list, and these are just the same piece of codes from the previous part. And here you can see that this event will be called whenever we will click the left mouse button. Whenever we will click the right mouse button, then this piece of code is going to be executed, and we will just start time. So whenever whenever this piece of code is going to be printed, the time will start, and we will print the x and y coordinate, and then we will also print the list, so it will just show the distance of all. So you can see that a lot of things have been printed over here, and then we will print the maximum distance between 2 points each, and the maximum distance. So you can see over here, and we are also again this same piece of code, so we are using some font, and these are just the color and the properties of the thing that we want to print. And then we also want to save the data as excel file, so you can see that data x is np, we are using numpy for that, and save text x data.csv and y data for csv. And this just the, and also we want to print the time, so number of seconds that it had taken, so you can see that it had been printed. And then this is again the same codes from the past project. So let me run it one more time so that you can see that what is going on. So first of all, you can see that there is no any data file over here, and in and if I will run it, so you can see that there is no any data file over here. And if let's just say first click I have done over here, so the maximum distance is going to be calculated from here, and after that it just shows the number of times I have clicked on the button. So let me just write my roll number over here. uh, so so I have printed 500 points over here, and let me just right click now, so you can see that the farthest point is this one. And um, first time I had clicked the left mouse button over here, so the maximum length is going to be calculated from here. So you can just see that these data files have been created over here. So they just uh, carries the x coordinates and y coordinates of the other x coordinates and y coordinates of the uh, x coordinates and y coordinates of the image wherever we have clicked. So this is it. So this is it from my side, and thanks for watching.